What's going on, everyone? It's time for another horror comedy film review. Today we're going to talk about Sam Raimi's Drag Me to Hell. It's been a while since I've watched this. I actually thought I reviewed this already, but looking back, I haven't. So um, let's talk about it. Drag Me to Hell was released by Universal Pictures May 29th, 2009. It was produced by Robert Tappert and Grant Curtis. It was written by Ivan Raimi and co-written and directed by Sam Raimi, who did films like Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3, The Evil Dead, he produced Evil Dead 2013, and he also directed Army of Darkness, The Evil Dead 2, and he produced Evil Dead Rise. He also did Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness and even Darkman, which is an interesting, forgotten, dark superhero movie, which I reviewed way back when I started my channel. This had a budget of $30 million, and it's a PG-13 movie. So, Drag Me to Hell. Well, there's a young banker who's trying to help this elderly lady take out a loan, even though she's not supposed to, and the bank refuses, so she curses her, and she gets haunted by this demon for 3 days, and if she can't correct it, then she goes to hell. But she doesn't really know that right away. So, and yeah, this is an amusing movie. It's if you're familiar with Sam Raimi's work, like The Evil Dead, this is very reminiscent. This is sort of like a modern version of that. Very tamed down. Like I said, this is a PG-13 movie. It should have been R because you could have got a lot more benefits out of it than that. So this is pretty good beginner horror film. I wouldn't say it's top of the line. A lot of people praise this movie and stuff. By no means is it dark or scary or anything. Everything's pretty brightly lit, and honestly, it looks like a soap opera for some of it. Which, yeah, the cinematography in this is hit and miss depending on who you talk to. The music and stuff is actually really whimsical and nice in the scenes, but overall the scary moments and stuff is done very comic book style and stuff. This came out like after when he was in the middle of doing the Spider-Man trilogy, so you get very comic book-esque style imagery in this, and it has a lot of the good Evil Dead comedic tone to it, especially when like the demon starts showing himself to her, and the witch who old lady who cursed her is basically haunting her dreams and stuff, and there's a lot of stupid jump scares with that which is a little bit padded, but overall this film is actually pretty amusing. It's pretty fun, and and it has one of the best endings out of like for the modern horror, especially at this time. It has a lot more quite an amusing ending and stuff, which you probably guessed just by reading the title. And yeah, where and there's some pretty thrilling scenes in it, and you can't go wrong with a talking goat that actually shows up in this, which is pretty good. You're either gonna love this movie or you're gonna hate it. But with me, I'm on the fence about it, to be honest. I think there's a lot of good attributes, but it's a good, like I said, it's a good beginner horror film. But if you're looking for like Conjuring style horror, this is definitely not it. And it's very brightly lit. If it was darker, a little more gorier, it definitely would have been way better. But still, even watching the unrated version, it still feels like a PG-13 movie. So, yeah. But overall, I thought this film was amusing, and overall, it's a fun time. So I'm going to give Drag Me to Hell a 2.5 out of 5. It's amusing enough. I know a lot of people love this movie, and overall, it's better than half the stuff I've watched on here, so talked about on here. So, yeah, let me know. But if you want to check it out, I'm not really sure where it's streaming. I know it was on Netflix a while ago, but I think they took it off. So, but I'll link the trailer down below, so you can at least check that out. Also, make sure you check out my Instagram. That's linked down below. That's where I post clips of films I'm going to review in the future. All my stories, you put the film title in there and some history or fun fact thing in there as well. Also, my Letterbox is down below. Therapy reviews. That's where I post our first star rating after watching the films. And my Twitter is down below. Reviews underscore Eric. So follow me on those platforms. Stay in loop with this channel. Like this video. Share it with some more people aware of it. Comment your opinions on the film down below. If you have any films or film franchise in any genre and on any streaming service that you want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below too. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. Yeah. And don't forget to subscribe, Hopefully we'll find something weird to other pod never thought checking it out together, and also share my opinions on popular films that come out, classic films, and reviews on other things as well. And don't forget to ring that bell because we're going to talk about the next Transformers Dark of the Moon, in the next review. So make sure you tune in for that. And watch out for all the deep goat demons possessing people and making them go nuts. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.